Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal with the chapter 13, Why Do We Fall Ill? Now, we can see that falling ill means failure in its health. Okay. Now, what is health? Health is a state of physical, mental, and social well being. Okay. And the conditions which are necessary for good health are good physical and social environment, good economic condition, social equality and harmony. Good physical and social environment, it includes clean surrounding, good sanitation, proper garbage disposal, and clean drinking water. And good economic condition includes proper job opportunities for all, for earning, to have nutritious food, and to lead a healthy life. And social equality is harmony, which is necessary for the good health and peaceful life. Okay, now what is the difference between healthy and disease free? Okay, health and disease free. Now, healthy means it is a state of physical, mental, and social well being, whereas disease free is simply the absence of disease. The person should not have any kind of disease. Now, healthy, it refers to the individual physical and social environment. Okay, health or healthy person is dependent on the physical and social environment, whereas disease free means it refers only to the individual personal health, right? Now, the individual has good health. If the person is healthy, then he should have good health. Disease free means the individual may be good health or poor health. Now, what does disease look like? Okay, when a person is affected by a disease, either the normal functioning or the appearance of one or more systems of the body changes from the worst condition. Okay, these changes give rise to sign of disease, which is known as symptoms. Okay, and on the basis of symptoms, the physicians or the doctors look for the sign of a particular disease, and on the basis of sign they conduct the test to confirm the disease. Okay, now we are having different types of disease also. These are acute disease and chronic disease. Okay, acute disease are which last only for a short period of time and does not have long term effects. Yes, we are having different types of diseases, right? First one is acute disease. Now, what is acute disease? These are the disease which last only for a short period of time and it does not have long term effects on the health. Okay, it is not for long term. For example, cold, cough, typhoid, cholera, etc. Okay, and the second type of disease is chronic disease. Okay, and these are diseases which last for a long time and has long term and drastic effect on health. For example, diabetes, tuberculosis, elephantiasis, arthritis, cancer, etc. Okay, now we are having another type of diseases depending on the type of transferring. Okay, these are infectious disease, which is also known as communicable disease. Okay, and these disease are which spreads from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food. Now, students, we can see infectious disease or communicable disease. Okay, these are the disease which transfers from infected person to a healthy person through a medium, that is air, water, food, vectors, physical contact, etc. For example, common cold, chickenpox, mumps, measles, typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, malaria, AIDS, and many more diseases, right? Now, next one is the non-infectious disease or non-communicable disease. Now, these are diseases which are not spread from an infected person to a healthy person. These diseases are known as deficiency diseases. Okay, these are also known as deficiency diseases. For example, beriberi, rickets, scurvy, night blindness, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, etc. Okay, now we can think what causes these diseases, how these diseases are being caused. Okay, so these diseases are caused through pathogens like viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, or worms. There are many diseases which can caused by poor health and undernourishment. We can say deficiency diseases. Okay, malfunctioning of body parts, environmental pollution, and genetic disorders. Okay, now infectious diseases are caused by infectious agents. Okay, so the agents which causes infectious diseases are called pathogens. These are viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, and worms. You can see in the given chart the disease. Yes, students, you can see in the table given below, we are having infectious agents and the disease caused by these infectious agents. First one is the virus. Viruses can cause common cold, influenza, measles, mumps, chickenpox, AIDS, hepatitis B, and COVID. Okay, coronavirus can cause COVID also. Now, the next one is the bacteria. Yes, students. The second one is the bacteria, bacterial diseases. Okay, these are cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, tetanus, anthrax, and food poisoning. Okay, and there are many more diseases like fungal disease, fungi, which is caused by fungi. For example, skin infections. Skin infections are mainly caused by fungi. We are having protozoans also. It also acts as a pathogen. These are malaria, kala azar, amoebic dysentery, and sleeping sickness. And the next one is the worms. Worms are it causes intestinal infections and elephantiasis. Okay, we can see these can transfer through some means. Okay, so means of infectious diseases are air, water, food, vector, physical contact, and sexual contact. Okay, through air we are having common cold, tuberculosis, pneumonia. Through water the disease caused is cholera, amoebic dysentery. Through vectors we are having different types of vectors, for example mosquitoes as well as flies. Mosquitoes will cause malaria, dengue, yellow fever, etc. Whereas flies will cause typhoid, tuberculosis, diarrhea, dysentery. Through sexual contact, the disease is syphilis, AIDS, okay, and AIDS viruses can spread through blood transfusion and from the mother to her child during pregnancy and through breastfeeding also. So these are the very dangerous diseases.